Welcome to the CouncilCast. This is episode 245, being recorded on February 21st, 2023. The Council is now in session, and as with every week, we will make arbitrary decisions about topics on science, technology, and random shit.
Random shit?
With a little background and absolutely no expertise. All CouncilCast decisions are final and have no bearing on anything whatsoever. Except for whether or not you listen to this podcast again.
That's right, we're back. We have the echo and everything. Everyone's real excited about it.
The crowd
We're all
seems to really
excited.
like it. Thanks
Because
everyone for being here.
Because we like everybody who's joining us. Thank you for joining us live.
We got people joining us live again?
Sure. Maybe.
Hot dog.
Hot diggity dog.
Well, something that's almost as good as hot dogs
Diggity
is
dog.
that researchers have now found a way to free all of your hydrogen from seawater.
Yes.
No filtering
Oh my
required.
gosh. Does that mean that we can have more of those balloons that float?
Absolutely. Yep.
Great.
We'll just fill up a whole bunch of balloons with hydrogen.
Is it hydrogen or helium? I thought helium made them float.
Hydrogen's so much better. I thought we decided this like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. Hydrogen is so much better. I'm glad that we figured out how to steal it from salt water. How do we do this again?
Actually, this is a pretty interesting idea, is that some researchers at the University of Adelaide said that they can make clean hydrogen fuel directly from seawater without doing any sort of pre-filtering. They apparently have come up with an electrolysis process to do it with an almost 100% efficiency. So I guess typically in the past, if you wanted to make hydrogen from water, you had to, purify it, I would guess. So the electrolysis process is apparently working this way now through salt water. So you can skip the whole filtering step, which would make this a whole lot easier for people to get a hold of. You just go out to the middle of the ocean and just start making some hydrogen.
So let me see if I can explain this to myself like I'm a 5-year-old. It's like a Brita filter for hydrogen.
No.
Explain it to me like I'm a 4-year-old.
It's like you have a humidifier at home, you fill it up with tap water, and out comes hydrogen.
Oh, that's a really good description. What do you do with aerosolized how do you say that?
No, I can't say it.
Aerosol.
Can anyone say it? I dare anyone on this
Arrowhead.
Come on, Brian. What are you trying to say?
We're gonna roll this straight into the fucking billionaire pitches.
Now we just need a way to store.
Brian's doing his best Porky. Brian's doing his best Porky Pig impression.
Aerosolize.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, Dave, nice job.
That's all.
So what do you do with the steam of hydrogen?
Well, you just collect it and then put it in a balloon.
So you
or
can float.
you burn it and get energy in water.
There you go.
No, you
That
need
would work
well
too,
with
I
hydrogen.
suppose.
If you want to get energy, you have to collide them together in a kaleidoscope.
Toyota's been working on this for quite some time.
Oh, I have a play on words. A hydrogen bong.
Oh my.
We are
How's
now
that a play on words?
demonetized.
We're demonized? Is that what you said?
Demonetized.
Or demonized.
I prefer demonized.
Great.
Brian might, if he disappears in the middle of the podcast, you may or may not see him again. Please donate to our Patreon.
Bum bum bum.
Yeah, no, the hydrogen can be collected and put into fuel cells, made into balloons,
Cool.
turned into spy balloons. I don't know, any of the above.
Is that
Are
how
spy
the
balloons even a thing anymore?
Chinese spy balloon got across the United States? Was it using hydrogen collected from seawater?
Yes.
I'm sure.
You heard it here first, folks.
From stolen
Yep.
plans from the college and wherever you were talking about.
The thing that
In
sucks is when you start
Australia.
just randomly guessing stupid things like this, then the government it triggers something and they're like, oh, how did they find out about it? So like when you don't hear from us next week, you're going to know why. Ones of fans.
Mm.
It's like the Truman Show scene where he starts talking to the mirror, and the production guy's like, "Wait, what? Does he know?"
Mhm.
Well,
That
I
sounds
give it a
pretty
thumbs
cool.
up.
Yeah,
I
I say
like
thumbs
it.
up too.
Skip a
Well-
whole step in the process.
Smart.
Probably help people who live on the coast more so than those of us who live inland. But
Will it
also
make
give
the
it a thumbs
water more breathable for the fish?
sure.
No, it'll actually make it saltier.
I bet if we went back to Gilligan's Island, the professor already came up with this about 20 years ago. So, with the
I'm
coconuts.
sure they did, but they were on they ended up stuck there for the rest of their lives. So
True.
A desert island.
Yep.
It's their last course.
well, something that the doctor probably didn't come up with was a way to 3D print skin grafts.
Didn't we
So
talk
you
about this
can,
already?
We talked about something very similar, I think, in the past. But this is
How do they-
actually slightly different in that they are making 3D printed skin grafts that are seamless. So I think that was kind of the big deal here is that typically, I guess, when they 3D print skin grafts, they print them in like flat sheets and they have kind of open sides to them. And so they kind of have to like stitch them together when they put it into your skin. And so these are slightly different in that they are seamless. They don't, and they basically call them like skin suits. So like you could just literally slip a extra layer of skin on. It's like a pair of socks or something.
Oh, like penis pants.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
just
exactly
like
what I was
penis
thinking.
Where'd you guys learn about that? What
Iceland.
country has penis pants? It's Iceland.
I mean, they don't. To my knowledge, they don't wear them in modern days. It was like an old time, ye olde times thing.
I wear my
It's one of
penis
those
pants
things-
every day.
True.
Where if you kill the person wearing penis pants, you get to wear the penis pants now.
You have to make new penis pants out of them.
So
The
then
traveling
two
saga
sets-
of the penis
so then
pants?
you're wearing two sets
Yes.
of penis pants at the same time.
This is a thing. Look it up. We're not making this shit up.
Oh, I'm aware.
Do it in a
Oh, really? I thought we made all this stuff up.
Make sure you do it on your work computer.
do it on your work computer. Tell them count
Right before your evaluation.
Email it to your boss and everybody in your department.
That's right.
we
Thumbs
talked
up
about
for
skin graft. The first time we
medical
talked about
grafting.
skin 3D printing skin was 2020 February, about 2 years ago.
There you go.
So could you get a whole like face 3D printed so you could make yourself look younger? Blaine, is that a thing?
Maybe. I mean, they actually just show off like what looks like a hand. It looks like a glove that you can just put on. So I think you could probably 3D print a whole face. I think that would make sense.
Then then about a year later, we talked about 3D printing meat, and we came up with some pitches for Elon Musk at the time. Blaine was going to 3D print real meat that only prints in funky shapes. Brian was going to 3D print human beings, and I wanted a machine that can 3D print beer or any other type of alcohol from carbon dioxide, and make sure that it's carbon neutral. So
Now,
we
wait a minute,
talked
when
about
did we-
3D printing a lot on this show
When did we do that last one with all those ideas for
a
Muskie?
year ago.
Isn't it crazy that all those things have now come true and exist in the world?
Yeah, 3D printed beer. And 3D printed meats and 3D printed human beings.
Human beings. That's right.
Makes sense. Maybe if you printed like a whole bunch of body parts with this, you could create a human being.
I just like that Blaine's was like a 3D print meat in funky shapes. I'm done for tonight. It was.
No, wait a minute.
In
In The Fifth Element, didn't they 3D print the ultimate weapon?
yeah, but she wasn't human.
Mm.
Okay, whatever you say.
She was a machine.
Yeah, she was the fifth element.
She's not a man. She's a machine. That was Arnold doing Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right.
Well, I think this seems like a good idea.
They can do
It
better
sounds like a
skin
whole lot
grafting.
easier for people
it's
to do
2023.
skin grafts. Yeah.
It was 3 years ago that we talked about skin. 2 years ago that we talked about. We pitched our 3D printer ideas. What did we do a year ago?
Well, look at how much advancement
think we
there's
talked
been in
about-
the last 3 years.
No. I remember saying with the 3D printers print 3D printers.
I mean, we have talked about 3D
They
printing.
do.
We have pitched that at one point.
I pitched that
Let me see. I know you did.
I'm giving
because
it
you
a
all
thumbs
laughed
up.
at me.
It was, yeah. Okay. So that was in November. So it was just a few months ago.
Oh, well, it's fresh in my mind.
It was a great idea.
It was a great idea, and now they do it.
They do.
Totally does. Totally works that way. Any 3D printer now 3D prints itself.
What's cool is you can get a tiny one, and then you can just keep making them bigger and bigger and bigger.
Well, something that does take care of itself is GM's new self-cleaning touchscreen that they are planning to put into their new cars going forward. As car manufacturers start replacing buttons with touchscreens, they have come up with a way to keep your screen clean.
Thumbs down.
Wait a
On
minute.
which part?
Let's hear the whole idea. Is it called a rag and a little bit of spray that you spray on it and wipe it off?
No,
It's
it's,
not actually.
So instead of having a windshield wiper on the outside, it's a little windshield wiper on the screen.
Really?
No.
And it's
No?
even you can even hit the cleaner so it spritz it and then it just wipes it.
Blaine is laughing. I'm not sure that's what it is. What is it, Blaine?
No, actually, so I was pretty impressed with what this was.
The article says if your mind immediately imagines that the patent detailing a robot arm holding a microfiber cloth that extends from a car's dashboard and gets to work, or even tiny wipers that spring to life after you touch the screen, or interactions like one that you would have on your windshield, you're way off.
Nope.
Yeah.
See,
They busted.
they just that's the secret. Is that
Listen to it.
that's actually what they're doing, and they're just
All right,
trying
anyone,
to throw
any of
people
you
off.
guys gonna play poker with Dave? When he starts smiling, you know he's bluffing.
So yeah, actually, in this case, GM has come up with a metal oxide-based photocatalyst that apparently can get applied to the screen, and when this catalyst is exposed to UV light, it produces a chemical reaction that will break down dirt and grime and grease on the screen so that it gets clean.
You need
The
a 2-year-old to
interesting
test this thing.
The interesting thing is they say, it's going to be a problem for cars because although cars are sitting in the sunlight, all doesn't get into them because of because people generally don't have the tint, and you've got the roof that kind of blocks it. So they actually are, in addition to this coating, adding a violet pixel to the LCD display that when they turn it on, it produces ultraviolet light, and
So
they'll
you're
do
saying-
this like when your car is just sitting around doing nothing.
So I can get a suntan while sitting in my car.
You could
Potentially.
get some vitamin D at least.
Yeah.
I need that in my
Cool.
computer monitor.
Yeah, why don't
you
they
know what,
make
Dave?
that?
I think that's a great idea because I think
That
people
is a great idea.
would benefit from both of those things if they stare at monitors a lot.
Yep. Just get my daily dose of cancer while sitting at my computer.
Cancer.
Whoa.
Vitamin D, not the harmful rays of the sun.
Whoa.
Yeah, we're not talking about giving people cancer here, just helping them.
No.
Oh,
Just give them a big dose of vitamin D.
thumbs down
Right.
for just touchscreen everything. Give me tactile buttons. Give me
Buttons
dials.
I want-
failed us.
I want
buttons never
levers.
failed us before.
Yes, the
Just go
old
back to levers.
for the temperature
want-
control.
I want- That's right, Dave. I want pulleys and levers.
How about some fulcrums?
It's a family show. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I don't like it.
Fulcrums and perineums. Let's get all of them in there.
There you go. Yeah, I do like the idea, that they're thinking about trying to keep screens clean. So, I don't think we've seen a huge amount of advancement in keeping screen clean tech. So, I give them credit for that.
That's probably the package I will never get. Oh, what's in that package? Oh, that's the screen that you don't ever have to wipe off. All right,
Yeah,
I'm
my
going
only
to go
concern
back
would
down
be-
a package.
How long does this coding last? Like, is this going to be like a lifetime thing, or do you have to kind of go in and do it every 20,000 miles?
It's probably a subscription based. That if you don't pay for the subscription,
They won't turn the UV light on unless you're paying the monthly subscription.
There you go. I like that.
Thumbs down for that then.
Thumbs up. If it's not a subscription, I don't want it.
Well, something you may want to subscribe to is getting updates for your Hyundai or Kia car, as you may be able to have it stolen with a USB cable.
This
Oh
is
my
what
god,
the
you're
Rolls
finally
Royce-
putting the Kia boys on this shit?
Yeah, because
I just learned about these the other day.
because they finally fixed it.
What's the deal? What
so
happened?
Apparently, a range of approximately 8.3 million cars made by Hyundai and Kia are finally going to get a software update that allows them to not be easily stolen. They apparently lack. These are cars that are produced between 2010 and 2021, and apparently they have no immobilizer chip in the. So the car can literally be turned on with a USB cable. Apparently,
Wow.
you just dismantle the ignition switch, push a USB cable in there, and turn it, and it turns the car on.
Wow.
Yep, this has been going on for several years.
Yeah, this is
and
one of those awesome, those TikTok commercials that say TikTok taught me. Well, TikTok apparently taught a bunch of people how to steal cars.
So people will just steal a car, they'll like go drag racing, or they'll cause mayhem, and then they'll just crash the car and walk away.
Yep.
Wow. And TikTok is, of course, taking responsibility for all of this, right?
Yeah, they are. They've released a statement.
They released a statement.
Released a statement.
Did I tell you that I was
It was written by Chat
that I got
GPT.
some money out of a class action lawsuit from TikTok?
No.
Really?
You got to give it back
Whopping
now.
$25.
No, that was a gag order on that. Now you're in trouble.
That's more than
That's
I
actually
thought
better
you got.
than. Yeah,
That's hush money, Silas.
that's better than I've gotten from some other class action lawsuits.
Yeah, I was like, I signed up for like a year and a half ago or something ridiculous. If Better
Right.
Call Saul taught me anything, that this was actually pretty fast to get the money. So
I'm gonna go give this one a thumbs down for Kia and Hyundai not having this thing fixed from the get-go. So
Yeah,
I agree.
nothing like TikTok taking something to the extreme.
like my $5.21 from Equitrust.
For what?
That's pretty good.
Being a dope ass motherfucker.
Them having
That's hush
zero-
money, Dave. You can't talk about it on the
they're
air.
having the data
think it
breach
had a-
settlement from 2019. I was supposed to get $150.
What happened?
Too many people tried to claim the cash payment.
Oh,
Instead of
really?
instead of getting the 5 years of credit protection.
It's like
Something
when
like
multiple people win the lottery and you have to split it with them. It's the worst.
Yeah, like they
Ridiculous.
they set aside a certain amount of money, and within like 3 hours, so many people had signed up for the cash payment that that fund was out of money, and they had to go back and go, oopsies.
Wow.
And then it took another 3 years for it to actually go through.
Amazing.
Well, that's pretty good. Well, something
Yeah.
that's
Thumbs up for Hyundai.
there you go. Well, Brian, I do have the world's solution for you. It's not quite virtual first class,
He just walked
but
away.
I think he can still hear me, can't he? Maybe.
Well, his microphone is sitting in front of us, so we'll never know.
Oh, I guess we'll never know. Can't. He has to yell across the room. Well, Brian,
I could hear you. I just couldn't talk to you because I wasn't near the microphone.
That's what I figured. So
Yeah, sorry.
Embraer apparently is taking your idea of virtual first class and they're taking it to the next step by electrocuting your brain into believing you are in virtual first class.
What? Really? How? I mean, on the
Yeah.
plane while you're flying?
While you're flying, apparently they have patented a system that would read passenger emotions and then offer them a deep brain stimulation to relax them.
This
Sounds a
feels like
whole lot like
a
virtual first class.
movie that I saw at one point.
What
Can
was
I
it
get
called?
Total
this
Recall.
just for my house?
I mean, if you like electrical therapy, sure.
So you're getting shock therapy to help you relax on the plane?
Like,
Yep.
if it works, why not?
How about the pilot just fly normal and everyone be just calm down? So is this to help people that have a fear of flying?
Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, it helps people. It helps people calm their anxiousness. Make them feel better about being in the air, not so crazy. I mean, maybe we'll have less flights on an airplane. I don't know.
You know, another possible solution to that would be where you wear a VR headset and you enjoy virtual first class, which would make you less anxious during a flight.
Maybe they could combine.
Have you
the
heard of this
two.
idea before?
How many
Maybe-
times have we pitched virtual first class?
I don't know. Let's look.
Someday
Not
it's
enough
going to come out and you
times.
guys are going to be like, oh, I remember the guy that invented this.
Once, twice, 3 times. 3 times it's been pitched.
How many times
Hey,
did Lincoln run for president before he got the job? Come on,
Brian
give me a
pitched
break.
it twice. The first time, virtual first class, all the things first class offers, but done virtually, make a standard feature for coach passengers. Then Blaine pitched a private plane rental company for billionaires, only that uses virtual first class. Then we had Time for Virtual First Class as an article in October. And then in December, Brian pitched it again, virtual first class for airplane flights. He just really he's doubling down on it. The first time was in 2019.
I know
So
I've
you've been
pitched it at
pitching-
least twice.
You've been pitching, is that right? Since
sounds about
2019,
right.
you've been pitching virtual first class?
Now, didn't I also pitch that you have someone that plays the flight simulator game so that you know who is the pilot who can save everyone if the place thing goes down? I was talking to someone the other day who said that they couldn't leave the airport because the stewardess was late. And I said, there's plenty of people that volunteer on the plane to save everyone's life by opening the emergency door. If the stewardess is late, couldn't you just someone volunteer to take their place and then get comp the ticket so that you can go? I mean, you know what's going to happen. They're going to go like this and do the thing with the seat belts, and they're going to just serve, pretzels and drinks, and then we're going to land. So don't you think that could be something? Someone could just say, I'll be the stewardess or steward for this flight.
I've flown before. I know the drill.
Yeah.
Do you have to
Yeah,
take on
that
any
seems
legal
like a-
responsibility for
What?
like getting people off the plane?
Yeah,
get
but they
those
make
people
you
that
do
sit-
that. There are people who sit at the seat by the emergency door who have to do
That's what I'm
that.
saying. They're responsible for saving everyone's life on the plane. Why can't you just have a couple people volunteer
feel
to
comfortable
push the
with-
cart around it?
With saving every single person's life on this plane, do you feel
Yes.
comfortable with that responsibility? Do you feel comfortable with the responsibility of having to pass out pretzels? Only as long as I get extra pretzels.
I mean, I don't feel comfortable helping people get off the plane, but I do feel comfortable sitting in this seat because it's got more leg room.
But this is not a water flight. There's no way I'm going to be helping anyone get off of anything. If we crash, we're all going down. So yeah, sure, I'll be sitting here. You bet. What were we talking about, Blaine?
Virtual first class.
Virtual first class.
No, we
Yeah,
weren't. Oh, that's right. You're
It
shock
absolutely
therapy.
was. Shock therapy for virtual first class. Thumbs up. Thumbs up for Brian's idea.
So, do they like strap electrodes to your head, or is
Probably
it
built into the seat.
If I remember correctly, on Total Recall, it was a thing that they poked some needles into his eyeball or something. I can't remember. His eyes bulged out of his head at the end when there was no oxygen.
That's right. Same
There you
thing.
go. Well, if you thought that ChatGPT was here to take your job, we now have proof that it will.
Thank goodness.
I posted a person created a robot that was coded using ChatGPT, and it kind of sort of worked.
As good as some online remote customer services, I could see a robot with ChatGPT just doing the same thing and you get the same results.
So, I mean, the best part is he was trying to create a robot that could do his lawn edging for him. And he just basically strapped a saw blade to an electric motor, and that was the edging tool. And then he wanted to make sure that he was using ChatGPT to make sure that he created some code to make it follow a line. So the impressive part was he actually got it to work, except for the fact that about half of it didn't. So I guess end results are probably a mixed bag. ChatGPT probably won't be coming for your coding job anytime soon, but it's getting better.
ChatGPT replaced my job. That's actually an excellent YouTube title.
ChatGPT take the wheel.
Here's how ChatGPT will take your job. No, yours is pretty good. Is there one like that?
When applying for jobs a while back, we used ChatGPT to reply to employers that were not interested. Instead of trying to come up with something that said, "Thank you for the opportunity," we just put that in and it told us, and then we tweaked it and sent them. So.
Well, there you
But
go.
we didn't code a chainsaw to cut open a water line or whatever that guy was doing. So.
Well, I'm just waiting for them to create a ChatGPT algorithm for brain surgeons to cut open your skull with it. So.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That'd be perfect.
Michael Reeves made one of those.
Yeah.
Except not
I
AI
think
powered.
he can make it
but
work. He just needs somebody to help him with the AI. So that's where ChatGPT is coming in.
Wait, the guy who
It's gonna
played
make everything
Superman?
better.
Yes.
Good for him.
Well, with that, we're going to move on to their pitches for the week. So I have my first pitch. My first pitch is actually powered by ChatGPT. So
Got it.
I'm going to read you word for word what it is pitching for me. Greetings, esteemed investors. Allow me to introduce to you a groundbreaking technology that is poised to revolutionize the way we approach productivity and task management. The system is called the Automated Prioritization System, APS for short, and it's an innovative tool designed to help individuals optimize their time and energy by automating the process of task prioritization. The APS works by following you around throughout your day, analyzing your tasks, and identifying which ones are most critical based on your goals, deadlines, and other contextual factors. The system then prioritizes your tasks in real time, ensuring that you are always working on the most important and impactful activities. With the APS, you no longer have to worry about spending precious time to figure out what to do next or feeling overwhelmed by the sheer number of tasks on your to-do list. Instead, you can trust in the system to handle the heavy lifting for you, freeing you up to focus on what really matters. So there you go. iPitch is the automated prioritization system.
That's impressive.
That sounds legit.
It's kind of like having somebody follow you around who nags you, but it's powered by it.
That's awesome. I love it. I have an idea based on Chat GPT. I would like it to be movie GPT. So you just give the computer some ideas, and it makes a feature-length movie for you.
Movie GPT. This is what the 48-hour film festival is trying to attempt. They've got all their prompts. They're getting all the data together from every film ever submitted.
They've been collecting data for years.
Yeah, they're going to start producing feature films. Going to do real well in China.
I love it.
Yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun.
I love this idea. Thumbs up.
Silas, I think you now have your script writing for next year's film festival.
Oh my gosh.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I some people have done this in the past, and it usually goes over amazingly. People are like, "Oh my gosh, a robot wrote this." I have my pitch, also brought to you by Chat GPT.
Dope.
I asked it. Well, I'll just read you the pitch as if you're the billionaire. Have you ever been in a situation where someone lets out a stinky fart and it ruins the moment or makes everyone feel uncomfortable? Well, what if I told you that I have a solution for that? Introducing the Fart Blocker 3000, a wearable device that senses when you're about to fart and instantly releases a pleasant fragrance that neutralizes the odor. The device uses cutting-edge technology to detect the gas emissions and quickly releases a deodorizer to keep things smelling fresh. Not only will the Fart Blocker 3000 help prevent awkward social situations, but it will also improve the overall air quality in crowded places like offices, public transports, and even airplanes. Investing in the Fart Blocker 3000 is not only a fun and innovative idea, but it also has the potential to revolutionize the way we deal with farting in public spaces. With your support, we can make the world a less stinky and more pleasant place to be.
Can you ask it a follow-up question?
Yeah.
What features does the Fart Blocker 3000 have over the Fart Blocker 2999? Or the Fart Blocker 2000, just something lower. Probably 2000. That makes more sense.
If I can find the Fart Blocker 3000 on sale, is it worth it to get the 3000 instead of the 4000?
Yeah.
What features does the Fart Blocker 3000 have over the Fart Blocker 2000? Great question. The Fart Blocker 3000 is the next generation device that offers several improvements over the predecessor of the Fart Blocker 2000. Here are some of the key features of the Fart Blocker 3000. Enhanced detection system, multiple fragrances, longer battery life.
Oh my God.
Smaller and more discreet. Oh, I don't know where you're hiding this. With these features, the Fart Blocker 3000 offers superior and more effective solution for preventing embarrassing and unpleasant odors caused by flatulence.
Ask it to be more specific about
the Fart Blocker. So I didn't read all of it. So the enhanced detection system, the Fart Blocker 3000 uses a more advanced detection system that can sense even the slightest amount of gas emissions. This means it can react faster and more effectively to prevent the odor from spreading. Multiple fragrances. While the Fart Blocker 2000 only had one fragrance option, the Fart Blocker 3000 offers multiple fragrances.
Look how fucking great this is for, like, you use this to generate some bullshit product that all you really need is a bunch of content that then go make, like, marketing website for. Like like you don't want to make up the product. Your job is to like make the marketing site for it, and like
The Fart Blocker 3000.
like for a class or whatever.
That's where you see someone at the unemployment line and say, why are you here? Well, I used to write for a marketing firm, but now
you know
they
the
just got
the Fart Blocker 1000. Oh man,
that was me. 2000 and 3000. That was Chat GPT. I'm out of a job.
How much?
My favorite part is that it
I went to
created
school
a
for
$3,000.
8 years to learn how to write that well. Stupid computer.
I do like how it actually created a product based off of the original product idea.
The cost of the
Like-
product would depend on various factors such as the cost of manufacturing. It's not telling me a price.
We'll sell it for $9.99
Whoa.
It's a great idea.
plus shipping and handling. And by now,
Yes.
you get 2 for the price of 1.
Perfect. I love it. So you and your best friend can fart together and never know it.
Oh, that smells lovely. Did you fart again? Yep.
Special Valentine's Day discount.
You can order a refurbished one for $6.
Don't even. I love it. I give this idea a thumbs up. Chat GPT. Thanks.
Go to Amazon. Do you have a Fart Blocker 3000 to sell?
Yeah, Amazon would say yes, and then you would go there and it'd be something entirely different because they always do that. They say yes to everything you search.
Fart Blocker 3000. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna make a blog post out of this one.
All right. Anybody else?
It's really just a quirk.
for billionaires today. No. All right. With that, we're going to call this council meeting adjourned. Thank you for listening. We record this podcast live Tuesday nights on YouTube. If you liked what you saw and want to check out all past episodes of the CouncilCast, you can go to councilcast.org. You can also find the audio files on iTunes or your favorite podcatcher. If you have a topic you would like the council's decision on, you can email us at I don't care at councilcast.org or connect with us on Twitter at RealCouncilCast or check us out on Reddit at /councilcast. Thanks for listening and goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.